Hey everybody, Dr. Ryan here with Dopps Chiropractic Northeast. I am joined with a special guest. This is Dr. Mason Howell. He joined our team this week, so super excited to have Dr. Mason on. We're matching today, so we didn't even plan it. It's like if you've got a beard and a black shirt, you can be a chiropractor at our office apparently. So we're going to talk to you guys tonight about your energetic state. So the big thing that Dr. Mason had mentioned, he heard me say a few times in taking care of people today, was that I mentioned a couple words that were important. So the main one that I dropped was momentum. And we talk about momentum in health, that as we start making choices to impact our life, like chiropractic, like exercise, like nutrition, that we start to build momentum, and those next choices become easier and easier and better and have more impact. Just as you're revving your engine up, it takes a lot of energy to get that car going. But then once you get it there, to keep that momentum, it doesn't take a lot of force, right? So momentum is that energy in motion stays kind of in motion, and it's easier to keep it going. There's another principle that Mason's going to talk about called inertia. So go for it, man.
Yeah, so inertia, when you're going in a certain direction, your inertia creates some resistance. So if we're going towards that positive direction, you're more apt to have positive change in your life, positive energy, positive health. But also inversely, if you're in a negative direction, it's going to keep going that way. And another thing we talked about today is growth isn't always comfortable.
Right.
So with that inertia being resistance, if it's going in that negative direction, there has to be a point where there has to be a 0 point, a stopping point where there's a decision made to go towards the positive. So an outside force has to occur. Right. And so that's kind of what we do here.
Yeah, that decision has to shift, and then you make that choice to start going in the right direction. And you know, the resistance thing is such a big thing because people will find resistance in a lot of life choices that we know are good, right? I know it's good to eat this. I know it's good to go do this activity. I know it's good to get adjusted, but sometimes life throws resistance at us. You know, and one thing that Dr. Denise and I always talk about is how, you know, the universe will challenge you and say, like, is this really what you want? You know, if you're really going in this direction, there's natural, like, I don't want to say pitfalls, but snags that happen to where it's a challenge to say, like, if this is worth it, you're going to keep going. I'm going to throw some resistance at you. You're going to meet problems. And if it's not anything that you're passionate about, you're like, yeah, I'll give up real quick and easy, right? And it's easy to retract back with it. So when we move forward and we find that resistance, that little bit of struggle, sometimes to me that's an indication that I'm on the right path, that I just need to keep up and keep moving forward with it, because I know in my heart and I know in my mind that I'm doing something that's positively influencing my life and positively influencing the practice or my kids or my wife or whatever. But it's hard sometimes. You know, Mason just moved down from Kansas City to join our practice, and I'm sure that wasn't terribly easy, right? I'm sure there was plenty of resistance moments in there where it's like, wow, is this really what I need to do here? But now that you're here, we'll start to gain momentum, and we'll get inertia that's going to keep us on track, where it's hard now to resist to get off track. And so that's awesome. You know, it's physics, and physics are great because they're universal principles that carry through. And it's not just about, you know, an object in motion stays in motion. This is life principles. And even if we talk about a physics equation, that translates into personal growth and development. It translates into all aspects. And that's what I love about getting into these conversations. It's like God's principles are true in physics. So with motion, it's physics and motivation. It's true in all aspects.
Another thing we talked about today, we got into a little planetary discussion.
That's right.
Gravitational pulls. So my inertia towards positive change in my life is going to be greatly impacted by the gravity that's already here, and just very blessed to be here and a part of the team.
It's good, man. Well, welcome aboard.
Awesome.
If you got any questions, any comments, anything like that, please leave it in there. We love and appreciate you guys, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.